All right, here we go. I'm back. I think I'm gonna try to take this seal out. So my video, the last one I did was cut off when I was putting the Optispark back together. So I can show where I'm at on the Optispark in a little bit. Probably should show you guys this again to explain. There's a little notch there. I'm gonna put a screwdriver in here and try to pry it out. First, I'll probably pry some dirt out. So I think you gotta like pound into this with a screwdriver and a hammer, which I have right here. Try to use this screwdriver instead. It's old, cheap one, and it's bent. I saw some people had a time with this, and that's what they came down to doing. I don't know, maybe it'll go fast, maybe it won't, who knows. I think you gotta pound. I don't know. You gotta pound into it. I think you just gotta bust through it, or otherwise you're prying on it's gonna be tricky, I'm guessing. Oh, maybe not. Oh, there it is. I saw it move. There it is, moving. I don't want to mess up the top part. I mean, not that it really matters, but I was seeing a lot of that on like the video. That's kind of in there. That might be what we want. There, I'm going off to the side, got it a little bit more. Maybe off to this side. So yeah, pretty much just punctured this thing now. There it goes. So for the little screwdriver for the win, it popped right out. Not going to be reusing this. Good. So there's that seal. Didn't take too long. We got a new one on the way, and they make a tool to put this on. You got to put this on special, but you can also use this. It's the perfect size. You have the tool already. GM, I'm telling you, they had their thoughts process going on this one. All right, so I'll clean that up, and this next one is we're gonna do this next one down here. This one's done. This one should be a lot easier, but who knows? You just get in there with some channel locks and well, it's not getting reused now. Like already, you could tell that was, dang, that was super old. It was about to go on its own. Now we're definitely not going to be reusing it. You should be able to get in here with some channel locks and just get it out, but you know, it might be difficult. I'm not trying to damage that side of it at all, so I might have to grab a different set. These are kind of, I feel like they're not really grabbing down evenly. They're doing a little weird type of off-center grab. Not really helping me at the moment. All right, round one over. Let's go round two. Fight. Well, it's destroyed now. Cat hair flying on it. There it is. Always got to hit your hand or bust a knuckle or something, isn't it? There it is. That's why I like to wear my thicker gloves. I don't have them right now because I'm slipping. All right, but there's a seal right there. I'm not going to be reusing that one. Now I can get more carb clean and spray it. All right, I was going to order the tool to put this on, but I found this. Decided to look through my sets of tools. I found this, which is, I already got it on there, but you can see it's tapered a little bit, and that's how I was able to do it. And this side's rubber. This side's like a paper material, but it's stronger than paper. But you want to go on just like this, like I pushed it through the other side. So I came from the tapered side through the rubber, and it spread out a lot. So that's why I got it on there right now. And I'm going to use this deep socket that fits over it, and then I can just hit this with a hammer, and hopefully that part fits over. I kind of want to do it now, but it's late. It's already 11:30. I shouldn't be out here banging with a hammer. I don't really want to leave this sitting on here the whole time. I'd rather have it seal up on the car, but I think it'll be all right sitting here. But you know, this back part is exactly the same as this. I had one on there before and it was like a little smaller, and I decided not to use it. It was like this 10 millimeter or something like that. It was slightly smaller. I was like, nah, it's not gonna work. You gotta make sure. I just didn't want it to hit a lip or something. Let me see if I can put this in front of the camera so you can see how exactly the same it is. I don't know if you guys can see. Try to get you a... See, knew that was gonna happen. They're exactly the same. And this is exactly the same as where this seal is gonna go on. So all I gotta do is put this up against there with this on there. Then I can hit this with a hammer as long as I got this straight. Bang, 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 it should be in there. The seal should stay exactly like it's sitting. I'm probably just gonna let this sit on there, and I'll just do this tomorrow because it's too late right now. And I'm gonna be banging on it, so we'll just do that tomorrow. All right, that's what I'm doing right there. All right, Mike, I'm out here. I'm about to try to get this piece on right here. Last night I was able to get this piece around it, I mean in here, but I'd probably recommend getting a tool or something, because I mean, you can't really see, maybe you can. It's still both sides of the seal are going the correct way on the outside, but I just feel like I damaged it a little bit, but I don't think it's gonna leak. But it was kind of hard getting it on this piece without having the correct tool. So for like $8-9 plus shipping, it's worth it. But I just didn't want to wait for it to come. If I was gonna do this again, I'd probably order it, but I thought that this piece would be able to do it, which you can see it does. I used another socket that was tapered, and it was the same size as this, and I just actually I put the tapered one in there, and that like spread it out, that stretched it out, and then I was able to put this in there afterwards. But the socket I used wasn't the best because it had little grooves in it, and then that's where this got caught on. If it had a little groove just like that, and when I was trying to go over it, it got caught. So if it didn't have that, it'd been cool. And the tool doesn't have that, but you might have a socket that works it, or you want to use a Sharpie top, not a Sharpie, I think it's a highlighter or something. You could do all types of ways. But anyway, so hopefully you guys can see this. I'm gonna try to bang it in evenly. And there's nothing else I can really do except for hope that it seals. And I feel like that's good. So with the correct tool, it would be a lot better. I mean, right away, because at first I was looking at it like, how is this even gonna work, you know? It was so much littler than this, you know. I was like, I can't get this through there. But like I said, with the taper on it, you can. And then this is the seals on it, like the yellow part and the black part, they're not as weak as some videos might make it look, but at the same time, like, you know, you could damage them pretty fast. So you do have to be careful, but they do have a little stretchability to them. So I would just use a tapered if you have the correct tapered socket. But like I said, with the socket I had, it had like a little piece like this. All right, I'm back. I'm about to put this Optispark seal in, the one that goes behind the Optispark. I just put the water pump one in. It's looking good. This one should be not that difficult. I have to clean up, and of course I have to grab another tool that I forgot, and here it is. I'm gonna use this little hammer, and I'm gonna use this big hammer too, probably, and I'm gonna use this big socket. It's a big socket, I don't know. That's a 2-inch. First thing I'm gonna do is clean up in here, because there's old residue of the old gasket. I can see the red on the side. I'm gonna try to clean all that up as good as I can. I should spray this thing like that. Can't really see that side, but you can see something came off. And it's gonna get right back on there as soon as I finish here with it. I'm just trying to do as good as I can. It's not gonna be perfect, but you can see it's still on there. And trying to get all this oil out, I'll probably go with the screwdriver. You guys can see what I'm doing. Just pushing up against the edge here with the screwdriver. Probably doing more than I need to, but hey, I'll try to do what I can do when it's here. in my face, even though I'm not doing, don't want to scratch anything now. Yeah, sure is a lot of red paint on there. Let's go a little bit more here. That's probably better than most people would do. I don't know. Maybe you do better. I mean, I feel like I could still see dirt in the corner, but how clean does it have to be? I think as good as I can. That's probably as good as it's gonna get. Hopefully these are all tight. They shouldn't be loose, and I don't think I'm gonna mess with anything. All right. Next, this goes on. It's kind of gonna wedge in there. Wedge it in there, and let me just leave it there for a second. It's not really in there. You kind of just want to tap, if you can, go from side to side. Do a little bit at the top. All right. Top, bottom. Oh, don't do that. Trying to tap it in evenly until, I mean, you could just go around it like this if you wanted to. I kind of want to go, I don't want to get it all in there. Even. So you can see, I can't tell how the bottom is going. I feel like the bottom needs to go in. Take the bottom. I need to get this at the bottom. I think it's hard to see at the bottom. I could get underneath the car, but I'm gonna focus more on getting the bottom part in because I could see the top. I mean, maybe I should get under there. I don't really want to. I mean, I'm doing fine without getting under here, but just maybe for the people and myself. So you can see it's more in at the bottom, which is good. That's what I want. I mean, I want it even, but it's easier for me to hit it in at the top. All right, hopefully you guys saw that. Yep, it's more in at the bottom, but we're going, y'all. It's not gonna fall out now though. Ow. This might be a good job to put some hearing protection on. It's kind of hard when I have this camera on my head, but all right, so if I start talking loud now, I got the hearing protection. I don't want to hit it too many times. I mean, I do, but if it's done, it's done. I feel like it's probably done. It might be nice to have a block of wood that would go across both of those pieces, but you'd have to have the right size for sure. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put that hearing protection back on. All right, I'm gonna hit it a few more times. I think it's good. Shout out this thing. If you don't have one of these, like, you could just find something else. I just happen to have a big socket, so that's what I use. Work good. All right, let me look under here. That looks pretty good. I think it looks good, y'all. I might have to watch some videos. I mean, I don't have to watch any videos, but I would like to know. You can kind of see in there. I feel like it might need a little bit more. It might have a little bit more to go. And so a piece of wood that fit correctly right over that might be the thing. But this works. I don't think it could go any more in than that. Sometimes you could be surprised though. I think that's good. Yeah. All right, we are getting there.